In a village nestled between towering mountains and dark forests, there was a legend, a tale of a light so powerful it could dispel all shadows, no matter how deep or dark. The villagers lived with the fear of shadows, shadows of doubt, fear, and sadness that crept into their hearts at night. They covered the walls of their homes and haunted their dreams. Many tried to hide from them, but the shadows only grew stronger in the dark. Among them lived a young girl named Liora. She was curious and kind-hearted, but unlike others, she didn't fear the shadows. Instead, she wanted to understand them. One evening, as the twilight painted the sky in hues of purple and gold, Liora sat by the village squire's old lantern, watching the flames flicker. She whispered softly, "If I had a light, a true light, one that could chase away all shadows, what it would be made of." No one answered, but the stars twinkled above, as if listening. That night, Liora dreamed of a glowing orb, a light not made of fire or electricity, but something deeper. It shimmered with hope, kindness, and courage. She awoke with a new resolve to find that light within herself. Days passed as she practiced kindness, helping neighbors, listening deeply, and sharing her laughter. But the shadows still linger in the village. They whisper doubts and fears into the ears of many. One afternoon, Liora climbed the highest hill and looked out over the village. The shadows stretched long and cold. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. "I may be small," she thought, "but my light can be brighter than any shadow." She began to shine, not with a lantern, but with her heart. She spoke words of hope to the frightened children. She comforted the lonely. She smiled in the face of fear. Slowly, something began to change. The shadows didn't disappear all at once, but they started to fade. One by one, the villagers noticed. The baker smiled again. The old man sang softly. The children played under the sun. Liora's light was not a weapon, but a gentle warmth. It didn't fight shadows, but welcomed them and invited them to live. Years later, when Liora was an elder, the villagers built a lantern in the village square. Not just any lantern, but one to remind everyone of the light inside themselves. Carved on its base were the words, "The brightest light is the one you carry within." And whenever the shadows crept in, the villagers would look to that lantern and remember that no matter how dark the night, a single light born from hope, kindness, and courage can dispel all shadows.